sportowy odbył się po raz drugi na świecie w historii. Po raz pierwszy w Dubaju w trakcie Air Games, po raz drugi we Wrocławiu w aeroklubie wrocławskim podczas Sailplane Grand Prix. Fantastyczne emocje, niesamowite ujęcia. Dla zawodników to kompletnie nowe doświadczenie. Wielka nauka, nawet piloci tak doświadczeni, którzy są tutaj, coś nowego stąd wynoszą. A to jeszcze nie koniec, to dopiero półfinały. Najlepszy dopiero przed nami. Oglądajcie.
studio in Shermanoff for the fourth day of the Sailplane Grand Prix, brought to you by the FAI.
Second match racing in the world. First in Dubai during Air Games. Right now the second one in Wrocław Sky Club in Aeroklub Wrocławski in Poland.
These two gliders side by side, and at the moment slightly in the lead. 29 Lima, who has got it in the lead. Oscar Golf is coming up on the outside. It's down to the final line. Oscar Golf seems to be just pulling ahead. It's hard to see. It's neck and neck. Here we go. 29 Lima, Oscar Golf. Oscar Golf is going to take the win. Oscar Golf crosses the line. 29 Lima right behind him. Wow. A very good afternoon and welcome to the studio here in Shermanoff at Wrocław in Poland. This is the FAI Sailplane Grand Prix, day 5 of the action, but going into heat and race number 4. As it stands right now, we've got all the gliders out there on the grid and we're waiting to get the action underway. We have tricky conditions, of course. We're not quite sure what task we're going to be going with yet. We have task A and we have task B. All the pilots have been given that information. Right now, the race director is planning a task C. So depending on the weather and the report from the meteorologist, we will find out which of these tasks they're going to be doing. Let's have a look at the start grid for today and see who we've got there and how it's rotated through. Here we go. You can see starting off, number 29 is going to be on the first grid and 3 Kilo and Whiskey India November on the first part of the grid. Second line, Oscar Golf, Sierra 2 and 3-7. Third line, 29 Lima and Papa. Fourth line, Uniform 2, Charlie 6-5, Golf Oscar Lima. And row 5, Alfa Romeo, Delta Tango, Victor Yankee. And at the back for the start today, we have Zulu Bravo, Romeo Oscar and Golf Papa Sierra. Let's have a look at the conditions outside as it stands right now. Here's a shot of the weather and you can see the sky there with these cumulus clouds starting to build, and that's what we need for a good race, to get the lift and to get the action underway. But it is changeable right now and waiting to see just how it's going to develop over the next few minutes. At the moment, everybody is on the start grid. We are waiting for the start to happen, and I think it's probably going to be in about 12:45 for the start of the race. At the moment, we are very excited about what happened yesterday with the match racing, the side-by-side action of this short race, 6 kilometers each leg, 18 kilometers in total. It was a brilliant event and we've got great feedback coming through from around the world for people who've been watching all the footage. That event is on standby and we will get back to that if the weather does not allow us to do a full task. But at the moment, the big story is everybody's on the grid. We are waiting to start and we're hoping for a race start at about 12:45.
treningowy odbył się po raz drugi na świecie w historii. Po raz pierwszy w Dubaju w trakcie Air Games, po raz drugi we Wrocławiu w aeroklubie wrocławskim podczas Sailplane Grand Prix. Fantastyczne emocje, niesamowite ujęcia. Dla zawodników to kompletnie nowe doświadczenie. Wielka nauka, nawet piloci tak doświadczeni, którzy są tutaj, coś nowego stąd wynoszą. A to jeszcze nie koniec, to dopiero półfinały. Najlepszy dopiero przed nami. Oglądajcie.
A very good morning. It's day 4 of the FAI Sailplane Grand Prix here at Shermanoff at Wrocław. I'm here, world champion Sebastian Carver. What's happening?
Hi. We have cancelled the day due to the bad weather coming. On the satellite pictures we have already thunderstorms on the border with Czech Republic and Germany, and the model confirms that this is the situation it has predicted, and the thunderstorm should be here at about 2 p.m. So we basically don't have enough time to make a proper task. Even more, at this moment you will not find any thermals. So the thermals will start, and immediately after this we will have maybe 1 hour later a thunderstorm. It's just not enough time to make a proper task. So in exchange we will have some sort of a game. We will copy the event from Dubai, from World Air Games, and we will make match races. which are basically one-on-one races and a very short task, 18 kilometers task. We will start at 600 meters, so it will give enough energy for these gliders to complete it, and the winner will go and will complete it semi-finals and then in finals.
Right, so it's a knockout situation, and you've actually competed in this. It's parallel racing, is it?
Yes, it's parallel racing, and it was designed especially for Dubai because we had very limited space there, and it turned out to be very successful and very spectacular race. So I would like to see this kind of races over the shore in Dubai, because we had a fantastic skyline of skyscrapers there, and it would be very nice show, but unfortunately we had a place for this in the desert. Not many people were to see it, but on the internet you could follow the race as well.
Right, and how long do we think each race will last?
It'll be around 6 minutes, maybe less, because in this moment, if there is one thermal on the way that they can just use energy and going straight, it will accelerate these gliders to above 200 kilometers an hour.
Wow.
And so 18 kilometers, it should be around 6 minutes, maybe 5 minutes.
Wow, we look forward to that. It's going to be live on the live stream with full analysis and commentary here from Shermanoff. Sebastian Carver, I'm sure you need to get ready. Thank you very much.
We will probably start in about 20 to 30 minutes.
Wow, that is quick.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go.
Welcome you to the first official day.
Bravo! The red big wall in front of him, dashing towards it. The win goes to Zulu Bravo, and the name is and in second place, Papa Sebastian Carver. Wow, what a race to the end. It's a brand new day here in Wrocław in Poland, and it's the FAI Sailplane Grand Prix, and this is day 2. FAI Sailplane Grand Prix. Alright, welcome back to the studio here in Shermanoff. So the race, we've got the storms, we know what it was like this morning. Marek, race director, has joined us in the studio. on what has been an incredible day of action with storms and rain and blue skies, and then what was, we thought, going to be a short task of 105 kilometers and 200 meters turned into an episode of the elements and everybody heading back home. So from us here in the studio, Arthur and me, on this third day of the FAI Sailplane Grand Prix, it's a wrap for today, and we'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Good night. Studio in Shermanoff for the fourth day of the Sailplane Grand Prix, brought to you by the FAI.
Second match racing in the world. First in Dubai during Air Games. Right now the second one in Wrocław Skyplane in Aeroport Wrocławski in Poland.
Two gliders side by side, and at the moment slightly in the lead. 29 Lima has got it in the lead. Oscar Golf is coming up on the outside. It's down to the final line. Oscar Golf seems to be just pulling ahead. It's hard to see. It's neck and neck. Here we go. 29 Lima, Oscar Golf. Oscar Golf is going to take the win. Oscar Golf crosses the line. 29 Lima right behind him. Wow. And a very warm welcome back to the studio here in Shermanoff in Wrocław. This is what we hope about to be the start of the action for today. Race 4 is what we're waiting for. All the gliders, all the sailplanes are on the start grid right now for what's going to be the FAI Sailplane Grand Prix, day number 5, race number 4. If we just have a look at the current weather outside, we can show you how the sky is looking, and we've got clouds building up around us, cumulus clouds, but we've got high winds as well. So those clouds are what these gliders need for their climb rate, but not too much wind is what we're looking for as well. So here we are back in the studio telling you about what's going to happen. We're hoping for a start at 1 o'clock today, and we can tell you we've had 3 tasks that the pilots and the officials could have chosen from. Task 1, Task A, Task 2 is Task B, and the third task, which have just been handed now, and it looks like this is going to be the route we intend to use. It's going to be 229 kilometers and 400 meters, and there you can see it on the screen right now. So a big elongated start. There we go. Through the green line we go, heading up to the first turn. And that's where it's going to be. Number marked there is number 2. And then a left-hand turn there. Off to the third turn. Following the path, as you can see now, in a westerly direction. And then turning back, a left-hand turn again. Down to turn point number 4. And then a right-hand turn, bringing us back to, as we always have before the end, the Haskell turn, which is about 10 kilometers away from the finish. So that's the task we've got planned out for the action for today. 229 kilometers and 400 meters. Let's have a look at the start grid and see what the positions are for the beginning of the race. The first line, the first part of the grid is in first places. On the first line, we have number 29, 3 Kilo and Whiskey India November. Second line, we've got Oscar Golf, Sierra 2, and then 37. Third, 29 Lima and Papa. In fourth line, Uniform 2, Charlie 65, Golf, Oscar Lima. And in the fifth row, Alfa Romeo, Delta Tango, Victor Yankee. And at the back, on the sixth line, Zulu Bravo, Romeo Oscar, and Golf Papa Sierra. And as we know, each day, those lines rotate to the front. The people at the back and the people at the front go down into position number 2. We had an incredible day of action yesterday with the match racing side-by-side glider racing, which is only the second time we've seen it internationally in competition. It was trialled for the very first time in Dubai for the World Air Games in 2015, and that was on a 24-kilometer course. Yesterday here we had 8 competitors going head-to-head on an 18-kilometer course, and we're still going to continue with that championships. It's currently through to the quarterfinals, but we're holding it off now because we've still got the tasks for the Grand Prix, which we're trying to bring you. There's a great shot of all the gliders ready and waiting to go. Nobody's in the air yet. They're waiting for a start time of 1300, which is about 12 minutes from now. As soon as we've got the gliders in the air, all 17 ready for the race, we'll be back in the studio with live commentary and analysis of the day's events. But from all of us here in Shermanoff at the FAI Sailplane Grand Prix, it's a wrap for now, and we'll see you in about 10 or 15 minutes.
sailplanningowy odbył się po raz drugi na świecie w historii. Po raz pierwszy w Dubaju w trakcie Air Games, po raz drugi we Wrocławiu w aeroklubie wrocławskim podczas Sailplane Grand Prix. Fantastyczne emocje, niesamowite ujęcia. Dla zawodników to kompletnie nowe doświadczenie. Wielka nauka, nawet piloci tak doświadczeni, którzy są tutaj, coś nowego stąd wynoszą. A to jeszcze nie koniec, to dopiero półfinały. Najlepszy dopiero przed nami. Oglądajcie.
And welcome back to the studio here in Shermanoff in Wrocław. We are bringing you the FAI Sailplane Grand Prix. It is day 5 of the action and race 4 is what we're trying to get underway. The conditions have been against us all morning and we've got all the pilots on the grid ready and waiting to go to bring you today's task. We had 3 tasks to start with today. Task A, B and C, all different lengths and all different directions. Waiting for the right one to choose for the conditions we have for us today. It looks like we'll be going with task C and we do have an estimated start time of 13:40. But in the meantime, let's show you some of the interviews and chats we had with some of our pilots here this morning. Very good morning from Shermanoff here in Wrocław. This is the FAI Sailplane Grand Prix. It's Wednesday the 31st of May and this is race 4. I'm here with Stefan Trapp, not Stephen Crab.
Yes, Stefan Trapp. It's the right name, not like my friend from Ireland, Stephen Crab.
So how are you today? Are you ready for these conditions?
Yes, of course. Today I hope we get a little bit better weather condition with cumulus clouds, but we've got a strong wind and this is a little bit difficult for us.
And we were saying in the briefing, Stefan, about the direction. You had a question about the direction of the task.
Yes, the task is setting around Wrocław and it's not the best area what the weather forecast says. And the better weather condition we expected in direction northwest, but it's not possible today to go there.
And have you competed in other Grand Prix or is this your first?
This is my first Grand Prix and I'm very happy to take part here and very good atmosphere and the support is very, very well, really great and I'm very glad and very happy to be here.
And glider competition, glider flying in Germany is a lot bigger than Poland. There's more clubs, is that right?
Yes, I fly also competition since a couple of years, since about more than 30 years. And I take part in other competition. In 3 weeks started the German Championships, so I take part in the double-seaters and it's a very good train for me. But I love this kind to fly here, this kind of competition with the start. Everybody starts at the same time, goes over the line and you can see if you make a good or a not so good decision in a very fast time, a very short time. It's great to fly together with the friends here and to make this competition. It's really a race.
Thank you. Well, we'll let you get back to your planning, but thanks very much for your time.
Thank you very much too.
Good morning, Regan.
Did you enjoy yesterday, that short race?
Yesterday it was a great race. I was very happy to do this. I've done never before, so it was very fun and great, and it was good, very good. I like it.
It looked like a lot of the action was in the turn. That's where you can make or lose.
Yes, I think it was in the turn. If you win or lose, the straight line, it was for everybody the same, but the turn was very important. Yes.
What about today? What about these conditions? What about the task?
So today we have strong wind, the meteorological say, and I think the task will be tricky. So we have 2 variants of task. Task A a little bit faster, longer, and task B a little bit smaller. So we will see what they decide to do. So I wait what they say and I will do what they say.
So that's how it stands right now. All the pilots are waiting on the grid with an estimated start time of 13:40. But for right now, the news from here in the studio in Shermanoff and Wrocław is that race 4 is ready to go. We'll be back with all the action and all the analysis as soon as we get these gliders in the sky. very good morning from Shermanoff here in Wrocław. This is the FAI Sailplane Grand Prix. It's Wednesday the 31st of May and this is race 4. I'm here with Stefan Trapp, not Stephen Crab.
Yes, Stefan Trapp. It's the right name, not like my friend from Ireland, Stephen Crab.
So how are you today? Are you ready for these conditions?
Yes, of course. Today I hope we get a little bit better weather condition with cumulus clouds, but we've got a strong wind and this is a little bit difficult for us.
And we were saying in the briefing, Stefan, about the direction. You had a question about the direction of the task.
Yes, the task is, I think, around Wrocław, and it's not the best area what the weather forecast says. And the better weather condition we expected in direction northwest, but it's not possible today to go there.
And have you competed in other Grand Prix, or is this your first?
This is my first Grand Prix, and I'm very happy to take part here. And very good atmosphere, and the support is very, very well, really great. And I'm very glad and very happy to be here.
And glider competition, glider flying in Germany is a lot bigger than Poland. There's more clubs, is that right?
Yes, I fly also competition since a couple of years, since about more than 30 years. And I take part in other competition. In 3 weeks started the German Championships, so I take part in the double-seaters, and it's a very good train for me. But I love this kind to fly here, this kind of competition with the start. Everybody starts at the same time, goes over the line, and you can see if you make a good or a not so good decision in a very fast time, a very short time. It's great to fly together with the friends here and to make this competition. It's really a race.
Thank you. Well, we'll let you get back to your planning, but thanks very much for your time.
Thank you very much too.
Good morning, Regan.
Did you enjoy yesterday, that short race?
Yesterday it was a great race. I was very happy to do this. I've been done never before, so it was very fun and great, and it was good, very good. I like it.
It looked like a lot of the action was in the turn. That's where you can make or lose.
Yes, I think it was in the turn. If you win or lose, the straight line, it was for everybody the same, but the turn was very important. Yes.
What about today? What about these conditions? What about the task?
So today we have strong wind, the meteorological say, and I think the task will be tricky. So we have two variants of task. Task A a little bit faster, longer, and task B a little bit smaller. So we will see what they decide to do. So I wait what they say, and I will do what they say.
And welcome to the studio here in Shermanoff. It is the FAI Sailplane Grand Prix here with day number 5 and race number 4. We've been waiting all morning to get these pilots off the grid, and I can tell you now we've got quite a few of them already off the grid and in the air. We're going to be bringing you the race of the day. It's going to be a task set over 230 kilometers, actually 229 kilometers and 400 meters. Let's have a look at the screen and see what's happening now with the action. We can see we've got 1, 2, 3 of our pilots in the air, 17 that we need to get there ready to go for the race. 3 of them now just circling round up at 710 meters, and well, it's going to take about 10-15 minutes to get everybody in place. In the meantime, let's have a look at some of the information of some of our pilots and tell you a little bit about who we have. So first of all, we have our overall winner of day 2, Hermann Lückner. Let's get him on the screen. Hermann, he's 58 years of age, from Germany. Ranking position of 292, up 20 places. Ranking points 897.7, unchanged since the September 30th, 2015. His home club is LSG Beer Ludwigshafen. He's been here all this week having a great time. His latest competition in the 18-metre class was the FAI Sailplane Grand Prix in the UK with his ASG 29E glider. He came 4th there out of 18, got a score of 15. Before that, he was in the Jenner Cup 2016, and he came 2nd out of 23. That's Herman. Next, Mark Lehnen, also from Germany. Tell you a little bit about Mark. He's 47 years of age, ranking position 894, down 139 places, rating points 786.8, minus 35.8 since the 30th of September 15. His home club is FAI Sailplane. Occupation doesn't tell us, not there on the information, but his latest race results, the FAI Sailplane Grand Prix in Germany on the 18-metre class last year in 2016 at Muschbach. He came 12th out of 19th in his ASH 31 81.8 metre. And on to now Sebastian Carver, current world champion, racing here as well. And very proud to be here on the Polish home ground. His ranking position, of course, is number 1. Rating points 999.3 plus 2.9 since the 30th of September 2015. His home club is Aero Club Baisco Bayala, and his occupation is a medic. FAI World Gliding Championships, on the 34th FAI World Gliding Championships here on the 15-metre class this year in Australia. On his glider Diana 2, he came 1st. Before that, the FAI Sailplane Grand Prix World Final in South Africa last year. He came 5th out of 18, Sebastian Carver. Rolf Gertzmann, we were speaking to Rolf yesterday about his championship here, and just get his details on the screen. He's currently on the ground, not taken off yet, but he is German. His ranking position is 1915, rating point 645.4. His last championships was last year, the Sailplane Grand Prix in Germany on his ASG 29E, 18-metre class, of course. He came 9th out of 19th. Now to Stanislaw Worbel, Polish. Stanislaw, still on the ground as well, I think, at the moment, waiting for his turn to get in the air. Ranking position 4297. That's up 162 places. Rating points 255.3. That's unchanged since September the 15th. And let's have a look at his previous championships. Don't have much information there on his system. He needs to update that. But I've got the Lesnio Cup 18-metre class last year, and he came 19th out of 21. Stefan Trapp, you've just seen an interview with there. Big smiley Stefan from Germany. Just on the ground. I've got 4 pilots in the air right now. But Stefan, 56 years of age, ranking position 1183. That's down 139 places. Rating point 743.2. His home club is LSC Dunpel, and his latest competition results was the 2-seater class last year at the airfield Brandenburg and Muilenfield, and he came 12th out of 31. He's got his German gliding championships coming up very soon, and in 2015 he came 15th out of 32. Not to be confused with Stephen Crabb, very, very similar name, from Ireland, competing here in Poland, and he position of 572 places. That's up 49. His home club is actually here, and his latest results in the 18-metre class in the Lesno Cup 2016 with his ASG 29E, he came 9th out of 21, so that was a good result for him. Thomas Dull, also from Poland, doesn't tell us his age. He's still on the ground, not in the air as yet. Ranking position 225. That's down 19 places. Rating points 912.5. That's in September the 15th. And his Lesnio Cup position last year, 2016, was 5th out of 21. And Zdzisław Benechuk, the name that I do have the most problems with here, we had an interview with him this morning, and his ranking position is 193. That's down 41 places. This is his home club, and the last competition we've got results this year, the Open at Prix Cup on his ASG 29, and he came 9th out of 32. Adam Chideski here today as well, been doing some good flying and competing hard, especially yesterday in the match results we had. 50 years of age from Poland, ranking position 51, down 10 places, rating points 958.3, and his home club is Wojenski. Occupation, he's a Land Rover dealer. And at the Pribina Cup in the Open this year in Nitra, on his JS1 stroke 21 meters, he came 12th out of 32. Gintas Zub, another one of our interview pilots from this morning, 43 years of age from Lithuania. Ranking position is 99, that's down 2 places, and his rating points are 943.5. Home club, Klaipeda. Occupation, airline pilot for Ryanair. And in the FAI World Gliding Championships, the 34th Championships, with the 15-metre class in Burnella, Australia, this year, he got himself up to 14th out of 37. We've currently got 6 pilots in the air right now. Next up, let's tell you about Michael Petzoid, 52 years of age, still on the ground, Michael, not in the air yet. From Germany, ranking position 199, that's up 16 places, and rating points 917.7, that's unchanged since the 30th of September 1915. His home club is Sigalunflund, Meinheim, maybe I pronounced that wrong, but it's the best chance I've got. And his qualification competition was last year on the 18-metre class on the airfield Lateng Spedorf on the ASG 29E. And he took the first place there, first out of 20. Well done, Michael. Andres Kuhl from Germany, 56 years of age, one of our 2 or 3 pilots who's using a jet engine, should he need to get himself back. Ranking position 274, that's up 2 places, and his rating points are 904.2. Home club is FSV Eisenhausen Stadt, and his occupation is a chief executive. He came 5th out of 20 with his JS1 at airfield Laken Speerdorf, and that was last year, 2016. Still now 6 pilots in the air, waiting for all 17 to be in flight. Let's tell you a little bit about Dirk Windmuller. We had an interview with him a little bit earlier. He's from Germany, ranking position 656, that's up 22 places, and his rating points 833.8. His last result I've got listed here was 17th out of 19 on his ASG 29E 18-metre class, and that was at Muschbach on the FAI Sailplane Grand Prix in Germany last year. Gert Spielenberg, 66 years of age, Germany, 1123 ranking position, that's up 59 places, and his rating points 752.6. Home club is LSC Bag Homburg, Germany. And his latest results, we've got 27th out of 42, and that was at Luens in 2011. So it's been quite a while since he's competed in the German Gliding Championships. Poland, and Yusuf Wojciech, 36 years of age. Ranking position is 11th, so it's quite high up there, down 1 place. Rating points 983.4, minus 1.2 since the 30th of September 2015. Home club is a Wojciech. His occupation is a manager. He came 6th out of 35 on his JS1C in Australia this year at the 34th World Gliding Championships. And moving on to Michael Sommer from Germany, ranking position number 2 in the world. That's up 1 place. Rating points 998.4, that's up 2.2 since the 30th of September 2015. And in the World Championships in Australia this year, he came 2nd out of 35. So one to watch there, biting the tail of Sebastian Carver. That's your 17 pilots that we've got for you in our FAI Sailplane Grand Prix Championships here this week. Currently, 7 and now 8 gliders in the air, still waiting for the rest of them to join them and get ready for the start of this race, which should be happening in about 15 minutes. But for the moment, here in the studio, we're going to take a little break and we'll be back with all the live action as soon as we've got all the pilots in the air. in Shermanoff for the fourth day of the Sailplane Grand Prix, brought to you by the FAI.
Second match racing in the world. First in Dubai during Air Games. Right now the second one in Wrocław Sky Club in Aeroport Wrocławski, Poland.
These two gliders side by side, and at the moment slightly in the lead. 29 Lima, who has got it in the lead. Oscar Golf is coming up on the outside. It's down to the final line. Oscar Golf seems to be just pulling ahead. It's hard to see. It's neck and neck. Here we go. 29 Lima, Oscar Golf. Oscar Golf is going to take the win. Oscar Golf crosses the line. 29 Lima right behind him. Wow. And a very warm welcome to the studio here in Shermanhof in Wrocław. It is time to get on the way with the race. Race 4 on day 5. And I'm just looking at the screen now. If we get on the big screen, I can tell you who we've got already airborne and who we're waiting to be towed up to the sky. So still waiting for number 9, Victor Yankee, Andres Kuhl. We're waiting for Stefan Vorbel and Zinusor Benechuk and Sebastian Carver. And at the moment, let's have a look at some of these altitudes we're at as we're waiting to start the race. We know we've struggled the last couple of races with any lift at all. It looks like right now we're doing okay. We've got up at 1200 meters, quite a few of the pack, 1100 meters, so 4 or 5 of them are quite high, ready to start the race. And you can see there on that great shot from Silent Wings the climbs taking place. It's a great moment, this, of the championships, waiting for the race to start and these gliders getting in the air and getting settled down for the big slog ahead. We have got task C. It's going to be 230 kilometers. 230.02. That's the race we've got set for today. The task we've got set. Who's going to win? What positions it's going to be? What is it? It's Sailplane Grand Prix from the FAI. It's a race, a dash. What's the rules? They all start at the same time. The first one over the line is the winner. We've had 3 races so far, and yesterday we had our little experiment with match racing. 18 kilometers, 2 gliders side by side, battling it out in the championships that was brought forward for the World Air Games in Dubai in 2015. But now we've got the conditions, we've got some cumulus, which means lift, and we can get on with the race. We're just waiting for everybody to get in the sky. Toll planes working hard to get us up there. We have got some strong winds from the west, so we'll find on the first leg heading that way it's going to be slow going. But now just waiting for 2 or 3 more of these gliders to get ready and up to the start point, and we'll be back with the action. At the moment on the screen there, Stephen Crab Island, 1236 meters, ground speed of 116 kilometers an hour. Still got a good climb going on, 1.2. I'm going to leave you with Silent Wings for a little bit, and I'll be back with the studio guest very shortly for the start of the race. And a warm welcome back to the studio here in Shermanoff. We're almost ready for the start of this race, race 4 of the FAI Sailplane Grand Prix. 3 races already done. Yesterday, the special event, the match race side by side, and now with our new race, race C, task C. We had A, B this morning, which we've been discarded, and we've got this one, which is gonna be our race of today, 230 kilometers. I'm joined in the studio by Michael Rodkel. Welcome, Michael.
Hello to everyone.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
Are you looking forward to this race?
Yeah, of course.
What do you think about these conditions we've got now? They are very different than what we had on the previous races. Tell me a little bit about the conditions.
Yeah, the conditions are very different than yesterday. Today we have a lot of clouds and temperature is quite lower than yesterday.
Yeah.
We have around 24, something like that, maybe 22. I don't know exactly, but it's 10 degrees less than yesterday. So conditions looks good for me.
And the clouds, these are the kind of clouds we want for the climb.
Yeah, exactly. This is the cumulus, not cumulonimbus, so looks good.
And just tell people a little bit about your experience. You're a pilot, you're a glider. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I'm a glider pilot, and I think I'm beginner, so this championship is different flying that like for me normal day, so very nice experience to see that.
Good. Did you happen to see the match racing yesterday?
Yeah, it was very good and a lot of fun. I hope that there will be more match racing.
Where were you when it was taking place?
My place were at the finish line, exactly at finish line. I think that is the best place for a match racing. And as you can see, you have a lot of nice photos from low flying gliders. Very nice view, very nice experience.
You can check out all the images, and we've got the highlights as well on the Facebook page of this great airfield, Aero Club what is the name of the aero club?
Wrocławski.
Wrocławski. So it's Wrocław, but the aero club is Wrocławski.
Yeah,
So
ski
check
at
it
the
one.
end.
With the ski on the end. An aero club is spelled A-E-R-O, then with a K instead of a C. In English, we would have a C, but if you type into Facebook, Aero Club with a K and then W-R-O, the rest will follow, and you can see there all the highlights of the days and all the photographs as well. I was told yesterday at the end of the race, we couldn't see it from here, and on the silent wings you couldn't see it, but some of the races were finishing on the ground, whizzing over the line, actually touching the ground.
Yeah. Only one person just finished without turnaround, and like Sebastian said yesterday, it's very possible that you will fly very low at finish line and you can turn around very tight and just land. So
yeah, a lot of these gliders were quite evenly matched on the straights, going head to head. It seemed the advantage was on the turn.
Yeah, exactly. The most important thing was turn. So flying in straight line it's quite easy, but turn is more difficult.
Yeah, the trick comes there.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit, Michael, about today's task that we've got in front of us and the route we're going to be taking.
So today we will have distance 230.
Yeah.